So in law school, I learned the art of negotiation. We were trained to be negotiators. I read a book called Getting to Yes. Um, it was part of a negotiation class, and we went through it and we studied it and we did actual like hypotheticals. We would take students and we would go through it and actually negotiate. And we learned that negotiation was not taking advantage of of your of the other party. It was not trying to get over on each other. It was really trying to step into the shoes of the other person and trying to understand, if you were in their shoes, what would you want, and what would your interests be, and how would you like to be treated in the situation, and what would you take as fair, and that's the way you need to present the deal. And otherwise, you're presenting something that's going to be one-sided, and you're not going to, even if you get somewhere, there's going to be animosity. Eventually, the person's going to realize that the deal wasn't fair, and that it was one-sided. And so, if you're a better negotiator, or if you know more information, more facts than the other person, it's usually a better idea that the other person get their own representative, someone to help them. But really, you should be fair and disclose to them things that, even though they don't particularly understand, you should explain to them how it works. Because if you were in their shoes, you wouldn't want to be, in a sense, taken advantage of. And so that's what I've learned in school, and then here I am and practicing it in life with my clients, and learning that if the price or the job or the deal isn't good for you, it's not good for me, it's not good for either one of us. So we need a win-win where both of us are happy. If only you're happy or only I'm happy with the deal, then it's not a good deal. We need to strike a deal that's good for both of us. So what I need to understand, and what I do, is I think like a lawyer. And not in the sense, in a bad way, to take advantage of someone, but I think in a sense of, hey, if I was in their shoes and I was representing them, what would be a nice fair deal to them? What would make sense to them? And what's the best way to use their resources? And what are their intentions? And sometimes, not what are my intentions in their shoes, but really try to understand what the other person's intentions are and where they're coming from. And then I try to, I know where I'm coming from, and I try to meet the minds, a meeting of the minds, and see, well, is this deal going to be good for you? Is it going to be good for me? Is it going to be good for both of us? If the deal is not good for both of us, then it's not a good deal. And right from the get-go, we're going to have a problem. So try to be fair. Try to think of the other party as if it was you. And like I learned years ago, when you point the finger at someone, point the finger at yourself. So don't always blame them. See what you're coming, see what you're doing. And the art of getting to yes is really figuring out what we both need and how can we help each other get there. Sometimes we can help each other, and sometimes really there's nothing we can do for each other that's going to feel fair or really be beneficial or get us to our goals. And so sometimes no deal is the best deal.